Hi guys, I'm Jolly Book Fanatic. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my 4-star books because I sadly don't have any 5-star books in this past month. And I'm only going to be talking about 4 books in this video. So let's start with some statistics, shall we? Again, I've read a total of 11 books in the month of July. One of these books is set in another country than England or North America. One of these books has LGBTQ plus elements in it. 2 of these books have people of color in them. 2 of these books are fantasy books and the other 2 are contemporaries. 2 of these books are young adult, 1 of these books is new adult, and 1 of these books is adult. Like I said, all of these books I gave 4 stars, so let's start with the first one. The first book I'm going to be talking about in this video is Even Angels Fall by Elle Darbyshire. This is a book about a girl who gets put into a new school because her twin brother has died and her family has moved, and she meets some new people there and she falls into the wrong crowd. I honestly didn't expect to rate as high as I did because this book has been really badly edited. The writing style is okay, but it has some serious issues with grammar and spelling and a lot of things that a really good editor could have edited out. But that is not what happened, and that is a sad thing about this because I think a lot of people won't give this book a chance because of that. But I'm so glad I did give it a chance because the story that is inside this book is amazing. The message that it gave and the things that it portrayed, it was so heartbreaking and so impactful. And I love how the author gave all these people a personality, and the book heavily portrays drug abuse. I really liked how the author made these people seem like actual people who did drugs and participated in some criminal activity in general, but that doesn't mean they weren't humans with actual feelings and actual thoughts. The second book I read is The Deal, which is the first book in the Off-Campus series by Elle. This book has people of color in it. I've been looking for a good new adult read since forever. Like I say in every video, I adore the Summer series by CJ Duggan, and I have a hard time finding a new adult series or a new adult book in general that I really love. And I have heard a lot of great things about the Off-Campus series by Elle, so I thought I would give The Deal a chance, and I'm so glad I did because this was everything that I wanted in a new adult book. I honestly think sex is heavily portrayed in new adult books. I think a bit too much. A lot of new adult books mostly revolve around only sex, and that is not what new adult is. At least I don't feel like that is what new adult is supposed to be. New adult is supposed to focus around new adults, people in their 20s who experience these issues and problems and that young adults maybe don't deal with, like college and having a long-time relationship and getting married, getting engaged, those kind of things. And I feel like sex is too heavily focused on and not really the relationships and issues that these new adults have. I feel like The Deal did that right. The 2 main characters had a friendship before they even had a relationship. For most of the book they were friends, and I really liked that because they built a relationship and they really got to know each other before they even had sex with each other. And I thought the plot of this was really intricate and really well thought out, and these characters were actual people, and I really liked how we got to see the side characters who are going to feature in the next books, because all of these books in the series are companion books. So the next book is going to focus on one of the male main characters' friends and his love interest, which I really like. So I hope this is going to be my new summer series. We will see. The third book I'm going to be talking about is The Winner's Curse, which is the first book in the Winner's trilogy by Rutkoski, and this book has people of color in it. This book focuses on a fantasy world where Kestrel is the daughter of a military general, and she buys a slave on auction. She is really against slaves, but something about the slave really catches her eye, and she buys him, and a love story unfolds between her and this slave. The book is about so much more. Wars are brewing and a lot of problems are going on. I have to say I really like Kestrel. I felt like she was different. Like a lot of people say, she is not physically strong, but she is mentally strong. She has a good brain. She knows everything about war strategies and military strategies in general, and she knows what to do. I also really liked the love story. I have read some reviews that said this was insta-love, but Marie Rutkoski writes it doesn't seem like insta-love, but I didn't feel like that at all. I didn't see any insta-love. Maybe they were attracted to each other, even though I didn't really notice that at first either, but they slowly got to know each other, And eventually they did fall in love with each other, even though I do think that Erin, who's the male main character, got a bit too possessive and a bit too attached to Kestrel maybe. And the last book I'm going to be talking about is The Dream Thieves, which is the second book in the Raven cycle, and this book has LGBTQ+ elements in it. And it is by Maggie Stiefvater, by the way. I love this series so much, and especially Ronan. I love how the second book focused mostly on Ronan, who's my favorite Raven boy. I'm so glad I started this series because I rated this second book 4 stars, obviously, and it was just as good as the first book, if not better. I love Maggie Stiefvater's writing style. She has this really poetic writing style with a lot of descriptions, and all of these characters have their own personalities and they have their own relationships regarding each other, and they have all of their own problems and they all get focused on. In the first book it was Noah mostly and Adam, and the second book it was a lot of Genzi and Ronan. And Ronan is literally my favorite character maybe ever. I love him so much, and I don't know what it is, but he just has this appeal to me and I can't get over it. I need to know what happens next, and it's so sad because you know from the first book on what is going to happen at the ending of the 4th book, and I'm really not looking forward to it. But yeah, those were the 4 books I rated 4 stars in the month of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books. Did you enjoy them? Do you want to read them? Thank you for watching. Goodbye!